When you come in here, the rules of the game are different. What you can't do is talk over me. Now, that's what you can't do. I think this is about your relationship. I just thought it was sex. Because it only gets worse for you. Act like you already know what you already know. This ain't new information to you. It's new information to me. This is why I got up this morning.
Today on Judge Dad.
We were driving down Ventura Boulevard, and out of nowhere, I get hit by a car, and it turns out that it's my brother-in-law, Dax, and he's with another woman.
She has a problem with lying and drinking, all right? She came on to me at New Year's Eve and tried to make out with me.
Court is in session. Dr. Sean McMillan presiding.
Good day, everybody. Listen, plaintiff Stephanie Ludlow is suing defendant Dax GRUDLY in the amount of $5,000 for damage to her car. Ms. Ludlow, tell me what I need to know to make a decision here today.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So my brother-in-law, Dax, essentially hit me. We were driving down Ventura Boulevard, and out of nowhere, I get hit by a car. I have to chase this car for 2 blocks, and it turns out that it's my brother-in-law, Dax, and he's with another woman. I suspect they were having an affair. This has always been a problem. He comes rushing out of his car and says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please, we can't tell anyone. I'll give you $500 extra if we keep this between us, and I will cover all the damage to your car." And he ended up never, ever covering the $5,000 in damage. And he also left my sister. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and now I have to pursue justice and stand my ground because what he did was not okay.
Okay, Ms. Ludlow. I have some questions for you, but I want to hear from Dax before I wade into these waters. Mr. Dax, what's your account of what happened?
Thank you, Your Honor. What's happening here is a specific case of someone being just raked through the coals for something that he did not do. All right, I was in a toxic relationship with a toxic family that is continuing to try to get my life out of order ever since I left it. All right, I was on a standard drive-through with a client, taking them around the block in a car when my drunk of my wife's sister hit my car. All right, I tried to pan over it, tried to continue to get out of the way, and then she started chasing us, freaking out my client. All right, so I'm sitting there trying to give a car sale, and all of a sudden she's doing all this. All right, she's saying that I offered her 500 extra bucks.
Mr. Dax, hold on one second. So we have several points of disagreement. The first point of disagreement. Yeah. Let me work my way through it. The first point of disagreement is, was it a man or the woman in the car? Miss Stephanie, was it a man or a woman in his car?
It was a woman.
It was a woman, and you know a woman when you see one, don't you?
Yes, 100%. I know it was a woman.
Okay, I tend to think that you would know a woman if you saw one. The second point of contention that we have now, this is starting early, is who hit who? So, Miss Stephanie, did you hit him or did he hit you?
No, Dax clearly hit me on Ventura Boulevard and out of nowhere hits me. Immediately drives away, speeds away. I'm chasing him for 2 blocks until finally he rushes out of his car, approaching me because he didn't want me to see the woman and to know what was going on.
Okay, and you're saying that based upon that, he offered you $500 not to do what? What was the $500 for?
He wanted to give me $500 to make sure that I didn't notify the cops and that I kept it between us and that I didn't report it and that I wouldn't tell my sister. My sister is pregnant. At the time, she was pregnant. And so I didn't want him to lose his job. And I felt like this was me giving him the benefit of the doubt, trying to help them in their relationship. And it completely backfired. And he left my sister. And now she's all alone. I can't.
So when the accident happened, Mr. Dax, I'm coming back to you. I'm just giving you some time to think about if you want to edit some of what you told me. But Ms. Stephanie, you accepted the $500, is that right?
Yes, and I received a text.
Let me finish, please. Yes or no, you did not call the police.
I did not call the police.
And yes or no, you did not file an insurance claim.
I did not file an insurance claim.
Okay. Mr. Dax, let's start over. Tell me about this accident and come right down the middle and come all the way down the middle until you get to the truth. And that's where I want you to start, at the truth. Go ahead.
Oh, I would be happy, Your Honor. So here's what happened, all right? A long-haired gentleman shows up at the dealership, and he's interested in a car, all right? I take him out for a test ride. While we're in this car, he says, you know what? I'd also like to experience what it feels like to be the passenger in my own vehicle. So we switch spots. We're driving down, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my drunk of this, oh God, sorry, I apologize, I don't want to call names. She comes out of nowhere and almost strikes the car. I tap her car, all right? Then she proceeds to push down on the accelerator and chase me and this poor individual.
Mr. Dax, just stop for a second. You know, just stop for a second and just breathe for a little while. Just be here with us for a while. No, that means stop talking. I'm trying to be nice and say, you just ruined it, so just stop talking. Because, I mean, a long-haired gentleman, showed up at the dealership, and he wanted to know, wait for it, what it feels like to ride in the passenger seat of the car he's about to buy. That
is correct.
No, it's not correct. This is why I got up this morning, for this right here. This is amazing. You have a sister who willingly withheld information that you probably deserve to know.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
Mr. Dax, you're not serving your interests, sir, because nobody rational is going to follow what you're saying to be anything close to what might be called the truth. I mean, Mr. Dax, let's try it this way. I'm going to try one more time. Matter of fact, who has a witness? Which one of you brought a witness?
I have a witness.
All right. Let Miss Stephanie, let's bring on your witness. Is this Miss Liz?
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, Miss Liz. Oh, Miss Liz. What's your last name, Miss Liz?
Grudly.
Liz Grudly. And are you related to the defendant?
Yeah, we're married. Oh. Well, he's actively trying to file for divorce.
Actively trying. So you are his estranged wife. And what do you have to add to this?
I mean, I totally believe my sister. She was just trying to protect me. I was pregnant at the time, and I believe that she, accepted this offer from Dax to accept $500 to just not get the authorities involved. And then 4 months later, he ends up leaving me anyway.
Ms. Gray, let me jump in to say something, because I think it's very interesting that you're here. You're in a very difficult position. I don't know if you know it or not, but you're in a very tenuous situation. Let me lay it out for you. On the one hand, you have a estranged husband who, for all intents and purposes, a rational thinker might think he was in the car with another woman at the time of this accident, not a long-haired male person who wanted to know what the passenger seat of his car felt like. So you have to deal with that on one hand, the potential impropriety of your husband. But on the other hand, you have a sister, right? Your sister, who accepted $500 to not tell you what she thought might be the case. You have a sister who willingly withheld information that you probably deserve to know, and that any other sister in any other scenario might require of her sister. You're in a very precarious position, because I know you're here to support your sister, but I could find some great and some legitimate reasons why you could equally be upset, if not suing her. Do you follow what I'm saying to you today?
Yes.
Yes. What's your response to that? Because I'd love to hear it.
I was initially very upset when I found out what happened, and Stephanie didn't tell me. You know, I thought in my family we tell each other everything, especially my sister and I. So I was very upset, but since Dax left me and he has not supported me at all with our newborn baby, and my sister has been there for me. So while I was initially very upset that she didn't tell me what had happened that day, I get where she was coming from. She was trying to protect her younger sister who was pregnant and emotional, and didn't want Dax to potentially lose his job because that's the sole support for our future child.
Yeah, Miss Liz, I understand that, but I'm cutting you off because I just need to. I'm going to help you get your soul together right here, because these two, I'll deal with them in a second. But you are in the center of this in a very strange way. It's not that you had a right to know. It's more so that your sister had a duty to tell. She had the responsibility to let you know, and I'm looking at her little side eye. Because there is no negotiation. I'm putting myself in her position. I have a sister, and if my sister was married to somebody, and he had gotten into an accident, and I saw who he was in the car with, another woman, right? And he comes to me and offers me $500 not to tell. Number one, I'm calling the police. That's A, right? Right. Number two, there's got to be an insurance claim. That's got to happen. But if I see it, I'm telling, because that's my sister. My relationship with my sister comes before my relationship with anybody that she might be married to. Did you get into an accident, Dax?
We tapped at the end of the car that I was driving to another vehicle, and then she chased me for blocks.
Okay.
Scaring the person.
I am ordering you to heal. That's called a mama with a soft heart.
Son. I'm gonna talk to you as a dad for a second. I need you to understand, Liz, is when all this is said and done, when all this is over, you need to have a real long conversation with your sister. Now, it may be right now. You guys may have fixed it now. And that's fine, that's a good thing. But don't think the thing that you had to fix is gone because you didn't talk about it. It's still there, and if you're not careful, it's gonna rear its head again. Talk about what happened and have a real serious conversation about how we got here. Ms. Liz, you want to add anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's everything. I mean, I'm aware that Dax has been unfaithful to me, and I definitely do want to have a conversation with Stephanie later.
That's what I wanted to hear. You came on talking about Dax in appropriate terms, but you didn't come on talking about your sister in realistic terms. And now I hear you improving that, wanting to have a hard conversation with your sister and still being, I think, legitimately critical of Dax. Oh, that's good. So my work with you, my dear sister, is done. Thank you for being here, Miss Liz. Let's go back to Stephanie and Dax. So Dax, are you gonna tell me what really happened this time, or are you gonna give me the long-haired gentleman in the dealership wanting to sit in the passenger seat of the car he's gonna buy?
Your Honor, I'd be happy to tell you the real truth, which is the fact that I am a good Christian man. I was helping a gentleman find a car for his wife. I didn't get to finish that part. I'm so sorry. All right, I understand the miscommunication here, but as you can see from Stephanie, she has a problem with lying and drinking, all right? She came on to me at New Year's Eve and tried to make out with me.
Okay.
All right?
All right, no, we're good. That's enough. Did you offer her $500 not to tell, Dax?
No, there's no proof.
Okay, let's try this. Did you get into an accident, Dax?
We tapped at the end of the car that I was driving to another vehicle, and then she chased me for blocks.
Okay.
Scaring the person.
Dax, I'm trying to think. Okay, Dax, is your hair black?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Is your shirt white?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
I'm trying to come up with questions for which you'll actually give me truthful answers. So I'm trying to be really close to home, get your hair color right, get your shirt right, Because you
I
can't,
understand
you can't even agree that there was an accident. You call it a tap, let alone that there was a woman in the car and that you.
Your Honor, may I be honest?
Dax, don't know. You can't. What you can't do is talk over me. Now that's what you can't do. Because I'm not.
Right.
I'm not a woman in your car. I'm not a woman in your bed. I'm not a man in your dealership. I'm the judge in this court. So don't talk over me. That's not going to happen today. What I want you to understand, sir, is this. This woman is not going to come to this court and make a specious claim that you offered her $500 not to tell, knowing how that makes her look. It makes her look like a horrible sister, like she is a horrible sister. Because I wasn't asking your opinion. Your job is to listen. My job is to, Mr. Dax, if you interrupt me one more time, it's not going to go well for you today, sir. She's not going to come here and make herself look like a horrible sister, which is what she looks like right now, for no reason. All right, Mr. Dax, because I believe in 997 million chances, here's your last one. Did you offer her $500 not to tell?
Your Honor, I did not. There is no proof.
All right, I got it. I know what I have to do. Miss Stephanie, you want to add anything? Because I'm just about done.
I'm beyond angry. I can't believe all the lies he's telling. Yeah. There was a text he said thank you so much for today. And just in defense of my sister and our relationship, hold on a second. I got it. I'm gonna let you defend your sisterhood in a second. Is that text in evidence? That's what I have here? Yes.
Okay. Thanks for the day. I'm going to get an estimate. I'll contact you. I did this for Liz, not you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mr. Dax.
Yes.
Mr. Dax, we have irrefutable evidence that what you're saying is not the case. There's a text message here.
Yes, and if anything, I think that proves my innocence, if you would let me explain the text.
Yes, please do. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I was thanking her for today for being there for my sister. For my wife. What am I doing? For my wife, because I was trying to get her to understand that I appreciated what she was doing, trying to bury the hatchet of a toxic relationship with this woman who has been flirting with me for years while her sister's sitting there pregnant. I was thanking her for spending time with her because I've been at the dealership trying to earn more money to be able to get us a better life.
So why does the text say,
okay,
I got it, Dex. So why does the text say, I'm going to get an estimate, I'll contact you? Why does it say that?
Your Honor, I don't know. She sends drunk texts to me all the time. All right, that's what she does. She sows these ideas that I'm a bad person. This happens every time we have a family dinner.
All right, Mr. Dax. Yeah, I'm pretty clear. Dax is an unrepentant liar. I think the only true things he said today was that his hair is black and his shirt is white.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
Miss Stephanie, come on back to the middle. Calm down. You're getting angry. When people, Miss Stephanie, look at me. I'm going to father you right now. When people do what you know they're capable of, it shouldn't make you angry. It should make you confirm. You should feel confirmed that what you thought was the case is the case. I never get mad when people do what I know they're capable of. It's when people do what I didn't think they were capable of that makes me upset. You already have an opinion of him. And he's fulfilled that opinion today. Why are you upset? You already knew. So come on, pull your joy back up, fix your face, square those shoulders up, and sit up straight in that chair. And act like you already know what you already know. This ain't new information to you. It's new information to me. I'm the one that didn't know any of this. You already know this. So relax. My word to you is this, Miss Stephanie. In the future, don't choose somebody else over your family. Right? You honor people with the truth. You love people with the truth. The truth is how you honor people. It's how you honor the relationship. Even if the truth is hard, give it to them anyway. Because when it's over, they'll look back on it and thank you that you loved him enough to respect him with honesty, with the straight up truth. I understand you may have even had good intentions. Maybe you were trying to, pass it over, make things work, but look what happened, right? Look what happened. And what happened is you supported a lie. You stood with Mr. Dax in a lie. And Miss Stephanie, Dax is an unrepentant liar. I think the only true things he said today was that his hair is black and his shirt is white, which is why I asked him so I could say something good to him at the end of this judgment, good about him rather, at the end of his judgment. Mr. Dax, don't say anything else. Miss Stephanie, let me say something to you. Don't choose people over your family. Love your family and choose them and love them and tell them the truth. So, Mr. Dax, we come to you. And I'm sure after I'm done, you're gonna have a lot to say. And thankfully, after I get through saying it, you're gonna have the privilege of saying it to somebody else because you won't be in my courtroom. You're gonna pay this woman every bit of the money you owe her. Matter of fact, if you say something else, I'm gonna raise the amount because I'm tired of hearing your voice. I'm tired of you lying.
It'd be worth it, Your Honor, because you're not listening.
That's wonderful. $6,000. You're gonna pay her $6,000.
Keep it going.
$7,000. That's what I thought. That's my judgment for the court. $7,000 for the plaintiff.
I am so grateful for Judge Dad. I feel that he was very understanding. I think at the end, I'm really grateful that he saw my point of view and understood just how toxic, unhealthy, and wrong Dax was.
I was fired from the dealership because they didn't want me to work there anymore, but good news, I'm working at a new dealership where my boss, a man, happens to have long hair. So good luck with everything.